Hey, welcome back to NFTs to me. It's Alberto, and in this video, I'll show you how to deploy your smart contract for the already created collection. In the last video, we created a collection and uploaded to IPFS. You can see it on here, up there. And after creating it, we'll have to deploy it to the blockchain. We can click on result and see that everything is on IPFS. That it's an immutable system where everything is stored and decentralized. And now we have to deploy our smart contract. We can click in here or in here, and it says tip: before deploying to Ethereum mainnet, we'd recommend you to first deploy to the testnet, and that's what we're going to do right now. We can choose Goerli or Mumbai, and in this case, we'll use Goerli, which is the testnet from Ethereum. As contract name is ask us to choose a name. We'll change it. It takes the project name that we changed in the previous video. We can, let's say, we prefer Cyber Collection. And we also need to use a token symbol. We can usually it should be short and a few letters in capital letters, but we can use whatever. So we can use Cyber Collection if we like, or Cyber or whatever. Then it asks us about the minting type. There are three different minting types. You can click in here and they will explain you, but basically we've got the sequential minting, the random minting, which is in 2 steps, and specified minting. The sequential minting is the most common. It's basically we are minting one by one. First the first one, the second one, the third one. Random minting, you don't know which one you'll receive. So to do it on chain, fully briefable, we have to do it in 2 steps. Then first we buy the token and then we reveal it. And in the specified minting is a way to let the users choose which NFT they want to pick. So in this case, we'll use the sequential minting, but we can choose whatever it is. And then the type of contract, we can use 1155 or the 721 ERC. This is the most popular, but also this one is getting more popular as well. And this is something which is important to know, that we can choose to upgrade or not, to be upgradable or not our contract. By default, they are not upgradable, which means that they are immutable, and once deployed, we can't change anything on our contract. This is good in the sense that it gives confidence to the users, as they know that their NFTs will be like this forever. But we also can choose to use upgradable contracts. What's the difference? Basically, that if in the future we introduce new functionalities or features, and will upgrade your contract for free, you'll get those functionalities. But if you're happy with the functionalities that we got already, there's no need to use the upgradability. Then the network, as we said, we'll use Goerli. So we click in here. On the bottom, we've got the testnets. These are the available networks that we support right now. We click on Goerli, and it says, okay, allow the site to switch the network. Yes, we switch. Now we are on Goerli, and then we have to specify the pricing. Let's say that we want it to be 0.5 ETH, which is this amount in WE. Or we could also choose to set the price in a different ERC20, like USDC. In this case, remember that we are on the testnet, so we'll choose the native coin, which is Ether from Goerli. It indicates us the total supply. We can't change it in here. We should change in the previous steps that we did in the previous video. and the secondary sales, which are the royalties. What are the royalties? Basically, is the amount of money that you get, or the collection owner gets, for every secondary sale. Most marketplaces will automatically honor this, but some won't. We've got the creators enforcement fee, which we'll show you in a different video, which helps you to force this if you want to. But now we have to set the royalties percentage. It is by default 7.5. We can decrease it up to 0%, which means that all the amount will be sent to the seller, or we can increase up to a maximum of 10. So if we type 12, it says it's too high. Let's leave it in 5, for instance. And finally, the revenue distribution. By default, everything goes to you, which is the collection owner, and a small fee goes to NFTs to me. It says here, you can remove sales fees with our booster packs. Just clicking here and you get more information. But what's interesting about this, it says collection owner, and in brackets the address, our current address. But this can change over time. How? Well, basically, when you create a collection, it will mint an NFT for you, which represents the ownership or the collection. Meaning that if you transfer or sell that NFT, you are transferring the ownership of the collection. Why is this important? Even really powerful. Well, we can get some information in here, but basically, let's say that you create a collection, and after doing the sold out, you want to transfer it to someone else, and you want to even sell it, and you say, okay, I like to sell it to a different person, so that this person manage the community, move it so that there are a lot of secondary sales, so getting royalties. So you can just sell your collection because it's an NFT. You can sell the NFT that represent the ownership, and the new owner will get the new royalties. So it's really, really powerful. And we can also choose to add new wallets apart from this. So let's say, for instance, that we want NFTs to me.eth to be part of this, and the testnet is this address, and you want it to have 0.5, we could add it, and it automatically change these percentages. But let's say that we want, let's say, this address, which doesn't make any sense in the example, to have 100% or 95, which is too much. It says 95%, and it will tell us that the percentage is too high. So we have to change it, remove it. For instance, we remove this one. We leave nothing for the collection owner, so we don't want that, and we leave, okay, 5%. So up to the moment that we are happy with this. Let's say we are happy with this. Remember that this is immutable, so once set, this can't be changed. Only the collection owner can be changed. Or if you buy the booster packs, it will get more to the collection owner. And that's it. We're happy with this, so let's go to reveal metadata. What's this? Basically, we can choose to, instead of having everything public on the beginning, we can choose to do it in a delayed fashion. We can clicking here, add a placeholder. Instead of showing the definite images, we show a temporary placeholder until we decide to reveal the metadata. Once we reveal the metadata, it will be fixed on the blockchain, and there's no way to change it back. And we also have the option to choose between regular or soul-bound collection. A regular collection is a collection that can be transferred or sold. But a soulbound collection is a collection that can't be transferred. We can do it for the whole collection or for token by token. Token by token, let's say that, for instance, we want to do an airdrop. That airdrop, we don't want anyone to transfer those NFTs. So we can set the airdropped NFTs to be soulbound, so nobody can transfer it. Or let's say that we want a collection that nobody can transfer it because it's a membership or whatever. We can click in here and nobody will be able to transfer it. But for this, we'll use the regular one. But it says, caution, the current account balance is too low. Okay, because as we can see here, we have 0 Ether in our account. It recommends us to go to any of these faucets to get some amount of ETH. This ETH is not real ETH, is let's say Testnet ETH, which has no value. We can go in, but it's needed to deploy on testnets. We can go to the Goerli Faucet, and it says that it will send you 0.2 Goerli ETH per day. We can click in here on our account, copy the clipboard, paste, and click on send me some ETH. It says, okay, everything went all right. In a few seconds, we should have it on our account. It says, this is transaction. We can click in here, see if everything is still pending. And indexing, so we should have it in a second. I'm clicking here to check if we got the money. Yes, we've got the Goerli ETH. We got some Ethereum in our account. We can close this, and now we will be able to deploy it to the testnet. Just clicking here, it will ask us to confirm the transaction. As you can see, the transaction fees are really low to deploy a collection. We click in confirm. We've done the contracts the way that they are really cheap to deploy. We are the cheapest that we know to deploy with a lot of functionalities. So you'll be delighted of how cheap it is to deploy a collection to mainnet. And when it is deployed, we can get the contract address, which is this one. This is the collection address that we are owner of. This is the transaction. We can click on the transaction and it's indexing. And this, we can click on dashboard to manage a contract, but we'll show you how to do it on a different video. In a different video, we'll also show you how to deploy it to different testnet. I hope you like it. If you like it, please like the video and subscribe. Bye, thank you.